Hello everyone, Brian here with another game of Modern Warfare 2. This is something a little bit different though. This is actually from the Booster Hunters Night Off private matches that Sticky Slayer organizes for some of the Booster Hunters that obviously hunt boosters in Modern Warfare 2. And as you can see, PS3HOUSE is running right in front of me right now. And I'm not going to lie guys, for the most part in a lot of the games that we played during this session, which was I want to say about an hour and a half long, these guys really kicked my ass. The first game I want to say we started out with was running around with mini Uzis on Favela. I have never once used the mini Uzi, and I personally suck at Favela in general, no matter what game type it is. And from there, we went and did some, I think, no-scopes, search and destroy on Skid Row. And I am a bad enough sniper when I can hard scope, so you guys can pretty much imagine how that went. And I think we also did some quick scoping match on sub base. So again, the same sucky sniper rules for me still applied. So I did not do very well in that game either. And we had also done an 1887's Akimbo on, I don't remember which map that was on, but I had never once used the models before. So actually a few hours before the session was about to kick off, I had to run and try to get the Akimbo for it, because I need, what, 10 kills to get it, I think. But I had never once used the models either, so obviously I didn't do that well in that match. The one game I thought I was actually going to do pretty well in was a tack knife and throwing knife only game on Afghan. But surprisingly enough, I think that was actually my worst game. I don't know why. I was actually expecting to do pretty well at that, but it wasn't meant to be, I guess. So this was pretty much the only game from that entire session that I deemed was somewhat worthy of uploading for you guys. I had been, obviously before I found out that they were going to do riot shields, I never once used them either. So, but the last couple of days I figured this was probably my best bet to get more familiar with how to use the riot shield. So, the past couple of nights I was just tooling around a little bit when I was getting sick of ground war and everything else, and I wasn't finding any boosters. So I would just go into some ground war games and throw the riot shield on and go get some practice with it. And I'm already half decent with the throwing knife. I'm not great, but I'm not bad. I'm just a little bit out of practice with it. So I know very early on when I first started making videos for you guys, I did a couple of throwing knife montages, and a lot of them weren't anything special as far as, you know, trick shots or anything else. Excuse me, I had to clear my throat there for a second. But so I did get a chance to practice a little bit with the riot shield, and I did okay in this match. And the one thing that I did notice when I was practicing with the riot shield in some ground war games is people were really complaining about me using it. I wasn't, you know, one-man army noob tubing. I wasn't running around using marathon, lightweight, and commando. I don't know why people would have had such a hard time with me using the riot shield in a game. I mean, normally, you can just knife me, you can throw a Semtex at me and stick the shield with it. I mean, the riot shield is such an easy thing to overcome. Unless you're obviously boxed into a corner, but I don't know why so many people had a problem with it. But anyhow, this game was just so much fun to play with these guys. I really had a good time during the entire session, even though I was getting my ass kicked. Just the camaraderie that we all had, and some of the jokes, and we were laughing at each other, and some of the kills that we had. It was just so much fun. I'm really sorry I wasn't able to get into it sooner. I know last week I had a kid's 1-year-old birthday party to go to. Why you would invite someone to a birthday party that doesn't have kids to a 1-year-old who doesn't even know where he is, always doing his shitting in his diaper and has no clue what's going on? It's beyond me. And I think the weekend before that I was working on Saturday, so I wasn't able to make it in there either. So I'm not sure how many weeks in a row Sticky has actually been running these types of games. So obviously I know I missed out on the last couple, and obviously every single one before that, since this was my first session with these guys. And I'm really hoping that my schedule is clear enough on Saturdays going forward that I'm able to get into them on a somewhat regular basis. Because like I said, I really just had a lot of fun with these guys. And you know, like I said, it was just so much fun just joking with them and doing some of the silly stuff and not taking the game too seriously for once. You know, not being a tryhard and trying to, you know, get, you know, great kill death ratios for videos for you guys and ground war and hunting boosters and everything else and stressing about doing stuff like that. Not that that's really that stressful, so maybe that was a little, I misspoke a little bit there, but you guys know what I mean. About always worrying about having, you know, good content for you and just being able to goof around and just have some fun where nothing really matters. We're not worried about kill streaks. We're not worried about anything else. We're just all running around with the same exact setups for the most part and just goofing. So obviously here I am doing a little bit better with the Riot Shield than I had done in some of the previous matches, which you're not going to see from me. I'm sure if you check out Sticky Slayer's channel or PS3HOUSE's channel or some of the other booster hunters that you'll see throughout this game, and at the end credit with the final scores listed, if you check out some of their channels, I'm sure these guys are going to upload some of the clips where I totally embarrassed myself. And I actually had even asked them if they had uploaded anything from that knifing match, that please leave the final score out because I did that bad. I really didn't want anyone to find out about how terrible that was, but I'm man enough to say that I sucked. And I think one of the problems I had when I was using the 1887s, I had screwed up when I was setting up the class real quick, because we only had maybe a minute or so in between matches to adjust our classes to whatever we were going to try next. And I was stupid enough to put lightweight on rather than stopping power on the akimbo model, so I'm definitely going to try to tool around with those a little bit more and try to get more used to using them. So I'll definitely have to practice a little bit more with that. But I'm not too bad with the Riot Shield. I think the practice really helped me a lot. But I think the one thing I am going to try changing going forward is maybe I'm going to increase my sensitivity a little bit. And, oops, sorry, I think I just killed my own guy there. Sorry, House. I think he did turn friendly fire on in this match, so with all the throwing knives and everything else and all the bumping going on, it was, I guess, easy to kill one of your own teammates. But back to what I was saying before, I think with the sensitivity change, I think that will definitely help a little bit. Because when you get this many guys all grouped together, all slamming shields into each other and everything else, you got to turn pretty quick, and I think that might help a little bit in the next time we try this. But like I mentioned before as well, I think the Riot Shield may be the least of my concerns compared to all the other game types that we played that I didn't do very well at. So I have a lot of things to try to brush up on before next Saturday. Like I said, I don't think I'm working, and I don't think we have anything planned, so I'm hoping I'll be able to get in there and get in there on a more regular basis. So I'm definitely going to try to work up with the Model 18s, 1887s, and I don't know if I'm even really going to bother trying to work on the sniper thing, as I'm just not a good sniper. But anyhow, this game is about to wind down. I do end up getting the game-winning kill cam right here with the throwing knife. Yay me. At least I pulled something out that wasn't too embarrassing for me. But guys, be sure to check out all the other Booster Hunters channels. I'm sure that we bring you videos from this session, the highlights of theirs. So until next time guys, I hope you really enjoyed the video. I'll see you soon, and I hope you have a good one.